When negative thoughts come, and they will come, they come to all of us. It's not enough to just dwell on it, you've got to replace it with a positive thought. I'm Anthony and I'm going to take you through today's PF Go workout. Our first warm-up piece is going to start with calories on the bike or rower, back squats, and good mornings. Now, calories on the bike or rower, we're looking for 10 calories no matter who you are. This is a moderate intensity first effort. Now, after that, we're gonna either do back squats or goblet squats. If you have a barbell, we're gonna put it on your back. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're gonna hold that weight in front of you. Elbows up nice and high, we're gonna drop down below parallel in a nice, consistent, controlled squat. We wanna make sure we're not moving too fast. You should feel every muscle engage as you progress through the 10 reps. Now what we're gonna do is keep that dumbbell in the chest position. We're gonna do a good morning. So you're gonna bow down and pop right back up. Just like yesterday's warm up, we want the knees soft, we want the shoulder blades pulled together to keep your back in a nice, strong and stable arch. So you have 10 good mornings, then we'll go through that whole pattern again, and then it's time to move on to some new exercises. We have bent over rows, deadlifts, and high hang muscle cleans. So we're gonna start with bent over rows. We're gonna hold on to that weight, we're gonna drop down to the bottom of our good morning position, pull that weight into the shoulders and lower back down. Rip it up and lower, rip and lower. As you progress through, each rep should move up a little bit faster. Keep that same slow tempo on the way down. Thank you. Now we're gonna stand up with that weight, we're gonna keep that chest angle nice and strong, and we have deadlifts. If you're using dumbbells, we're gonna go traditional. We want the weights on the outside of the feet. Unlike in the good morning, we're gonna bend the knees a little bit more on the descent. So we start with a good morning movement and then we drop down at the knees to make it go the rest of the way. I don't expect you to do a good morning all the way down. That'll kind of mess up some of our form. Now from here, we're moving on to high hang muscle cleans. This is basically a jumping hammer curl. So we're gonna lower down to the knees, then we're gonna pop up, and bring that weight up to the shoulder. So now we're gonna take away that dip under so we have a muscle clean. We're gonna drop down to that position, pull up, and snap. The arms are gonna be doing a lot of the work. We just wanna make sure that as you start, your arms are straight. Once you've stood all the way up, then the arms flash up into that front rack position. Now it's time to move on to today's strength. What we're gonna do is every 90 seconds for 5 rounds, we're gonna do a little bit of Olympic lifting. You can do this with a barbell, you can do it with a dumbbell, either one is fine with us. Now, we're gonna start with 3 clean deadlifts with a hip extension and a pull, so a clean deadlift with a high pull, then we'll do a hang power clean, and then a full power clean all the way from the ground. So we're gonna start with our clean deadlifts. We're gonna lower all the way down to the ground, you're gonna stand up, shrug, and pull that weight up. Notice that she doesn't pull the weight up very high. I would argue that she's not even pulling the weight. She's standing up with so much velocity, the weight wants to go up past her hips. Each rep should look a little bit more aggressive than the previous one. After your 3rd rep, you're gonna lower down to the top of the knees. You're gonna jump again, drop under, and stand. We want that clean piece to be really aggressive. We have a hang, jump, drop, and stand. 2 reps, just like so. Now our last rep, you're gonna lower down all the way to the floor and do a full clean. Jump, drop, and stand. Notice how she paused at each position to make sure that they were nice and stable. So give me 1 more rep of each. So we have a clean deadlift, 3 reps, pop. Then we have a hang, power clean, good. Then our last rep is gonna be a power clean all the way from the ground. So we're basically taking the first exercise and combining it with the second, and that gets us our 3rd. Feel free to increase weight as you go. The weight should feel light as it pops up onto your shoulders. That's our goal. Now, after 5 rounds, we're gonna move on to our conditioning piece. We have an EMOM that's 15 minutes long with 3 different exercises. Minute 1 is American kettlebell swings, minute 2 is bent over speed rows, minute 3 is gonna be a forearm plank. Now we're gonna start minute 1 with 30 seconds of American kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a pair of dumbbells or a single dumbbell. So she's gonna put those dumbbells in between her legs. It's more of a good morning position than a squat position. Her chest is gonna drop down, but we are swinging that weight all the way up and overhead. That's the difference between an American and a Russian kettlebell swing. Now after 30 seconds, she's gonna rest for 30 seconds. Now at the start of the 2nd minute, we have 20 seconds of as many speed rows as you can. We want you to really go for it this time. So we're gonna drop down into that position and work. Pull up, tap the shoulders, and lower right back down. This should be really, really, really aggressive. The only thing I need to make sure of is that at the bottom, you lock out every single rep. We don't want half reps to try and get more. I want full, good quality reps. Then we'll rest 40 seconds and we'll drop down into a forearm plank. This one's pretty simple. Relax. This is where you can catch your breath. This is where you can wiggle those fingers. What I don't want to see is you squeezing your hands together as tight as you can or squeezing the floor. This is our chance to recover and collect ourselves. Slow, deep breathing. Hips and shoulders are at the same height. Our hands are relaxed and the feet are solid and tight to the ground. Thank you. So we'll go through that whole pattern 5 times, alternating between each exercise. Today's workout's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.